Aloha! Welcome to my presentation titled Multimedia Research Projects for Young Learners. My name is Ruby Redona. I am the Library Media Specialist for grades K-3 at Kamehameha Schools, Kapalama. I'd like for you to drop in the chat your name, school, position. Why did you choose this session? Just so I could get to know you a little bit better. All right, thank you so much. I am so glad that you have joined me today and I appreciate your time. And I hope you get a lot out of my session. Let's see. And here we go. The next slide. All right, I'm trying to find my mouse. There you are. There we go. About me. So I got my bachelor's and master's both from the University of Hawaii at Manoa. I've been a public school teacher for many years. And at the end of my career in the public schools, I was the librarian at Shafter Elementary. Then I moved over to Kamehameha Schools and became their library media specialist for the lower elementary grades. On my free time, I like to Zumba, stand-up paddleboard, do outdoor activities, boxing, gym, and roller skating. So Kamehameha Schools is developed at the bequest of Princess Bernice Pauahi Bishop to educate children of Hawaiian descent and is designed to serve students from preschool through 12th grade. Kamehameha Schools, Kapalama, is one of the schools of Kamehameha Schools. And so within our school, there are two librarians, one for the lower grades and the other for the upper grades. And so I have 80 students per grade level, 20 students per class, 10 boys, 10 girls. There are 4 classes per grade level, so 16 classes total. There are Apple iPads for each student, and they use Seesaw. As a library media specialist, I service K-2 on a trimester schedule, and we have 45-minute lessons. And then we have third grade who comes at a semester schedule, and I service them for about 55 to 90 minutes a lesson. And we have daily lunch duty. And this past few years, because of COVID restrictions, the students could not attend or visit the library. But we are opening a brand new library in March of 2022, which is pretty soon. And we get to move in soon. So we're very excited for that. My library lessons are taught in the classroom. So what is multimedia? And if you know multimedia, it's a combination of things: text, graphic, sound, animation, and video that is delivered interactively to the user by electronic or digital manipulated means. And it's fun for the kids to do. So why use multimedia research projects? First of all, it engages students to learn, and there is a meaningful learning experience when they are doing research and spend a long time focusing on one thing. And they are invested in the question that they are researching and the topic that they chose. So it becomes authentic for them and they remember and retain the information and the process. They feel good and confident about their learning experience. So today I'm gonna cover my top 3 multimedia tools for research and presentations. My first tool is the Pebble Go. Pebble Go, for Hawaii, you want to contact Teresa Sakurada, and that's her contact information. She is our sales rep. She's awesome. She'll help you with all your questions and your needs and can get you a trial account. And in fact, because you've attended my session, this is the trial for Pebble Go, and you can use it up until March 15th. And basically, you would put in the username demo1 password school after signing in. And just a teeny tiny bit about Pebble Go before I go live. Is very engaging for the students, even at kindergarten, where they're not really advanced readers, but they can press on the speaker button and there is an audio narrator that will read and the words will light up and highlight as they read. It's very text appropriate for the younger students, K-3. And there is an older version or Pebble Go Next for the older students. And you would pay a separate subscription for that. So there's Pebble Go and Pebble Go Next. The navigation is very simple and there's so much extended learning in it. And I love the free resources. In fact, if you don't get Pebble Go just yet, you can still access the lessons and the activities. It's really good. Here's an example of what I have done with Pebble Go. And this is with kindergarten where I taught them keywords. In Pebble Go, the keywords are highlighted like this. So the kids were learning about fish. And so they notice all the red keywords. And as they noticed, they were also following the text on paper and highlighted the words, the keywords and phrases. I also taught them headings and subheadings. And in Pebble Go, it's in the form of tabs. The tabs are what you might say is a heading or subheading. And with both of the headings and keywords, the students are able to take notes. And so I created this note-taking web for them to follow the information about a fish that they were interested in. Then there is something called a diagram in nonfiction. And in Pebble Go, you will notice for fish at least, that if you go into the activities button and tap on PDF activity, you will have an angel or any fish, a diagram of that fish. So here is an example. Kael did the stingray and took notes, found the information, and did the diagram and drew some pictures. Now I'm gonna go live and to show you exactly what I mean with Pebble Go. So again, we're gonna sign in. And before I sign in, I wanna show you the resources because this is where you would find the lesson plans. So I'm going here. And I'm gonna go into animals. I've used the biographies. There's so much good stuff here. I'm just going to go into animals. And already you can see there's so much information. Let's try the clownfish. So that's nice. Clownfish have orange bodies with white stripes. Clownfish swim in warm waters. And so that's a simple coloring sheet that you might want to use with the younger learners, like maybe even preschool. So let me go back. And I'm going to show you one more. I'm going to go backwards in. Because there's so much wonderful resources here. I really like. This is biography. I already, I tried the biography part. This is a simple one-pager that you could do. And then there's a biography report that I enjoyed so much and I used. So let me show you this. As you can see, it's very detailed. This is your lesson plan. And then there is the actual handout that you can print out. And I use this, and I'll show you how I use this with my third graders. So now I'm gonna sign in, and I'm gonna show you how to go. Here we go. I'm gonna sign in. Again, you have a demo account that you can try. I'm going in as my account. Let's put it back up. So in mine, I have Go next. So, and let me tap on that just to show you real quickly. So it's very similar. There are 5 categories like Go. And you'll notice when you go into the categories, there's even more categories. So it goes more in detail. So I'm going to go straight into fish. You're going to hear as I hover, the computer is going to read the words.
Dinosaurs. Fish.
So in order for me to get rid of that, I am going to go
Mammal. Birds.
And I need to find this purple tab here, capstone. And I'm going to go hover sound, and that takes it away. I don't tell the kids that though, because they need it. We need for the narrator to read, right? So I'm going to go to fish, other fish, and I'm going to go to angelfish. And you'll notice how there are the tabs, and this is perfect. It's you'll see when you tap on the highlighted words or keywords, it gives you more details of the definition. You tap here and you'll hear the narrator. What I really like about the extra stuff here is the site. So you tap on site, and the kids, you can talk about how when you do research, people always have to say where you got your information from. And lucky for them, it's already in the perfect MLA citation. So I just have the kids copy this without too much problems. And I told them, you're so lucky because it's already done for you. So I X that out. And then there's more to this. There's the article, and you can tap on article, and you're going to notice it's 3 pages, which I kind of don't like because that's a little bit too much of paper. So what I do is I just do a screenshot of everything, and I fit it all on 1 page so I can give it to the kids. And let me get out of here, going back. So there's so much wonderful resources already done for you. So it's so helpful on the lesson planning and lesson prep. So this is just per page. So I'm going to go back and X this out. And you'll notice how there's also at the very bottom video. and range. Now there's also read more here for the book, the actual book that goes along with the topic. This again is an additional cost. So you could just go with the Pebble Go and just have 5 tabs and that's it. But then if you want the books related to the topic, you pay a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my presentation and continue. So I've talked about Pebble Go. Let's talk about iMovie. iMovie is a great multimedia tool. So there is when you go into the app, you'll notice that if you select movie, you have a lot of freedom to create your movie. You have freedom of choice as far as music, length of the clips. You can make it as long or as short as you like. It's not set. And the style of the titles and transitions, you may choose whatever style you like. Versus the trailer, where it is laser focused, everything is pre-selected. The length of your clip or your photo, your movie, each time you put it up in the trailer, it's limited, it's set. You can't change it. The style of your titles and transitions are also set, and the music, everything is set, but it's still really good to use. Now, there's also another dilemma. Would you use the app or the laptop? For me, I favor the app, the iPad, because it's just user friendly. But if you're, willing to invest on how to use the iMovie on a laptop, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it as well. But for me, I love the app. Now we have tips for the iMovie trailer. Whenever you do the iMovie, I just give it a rough estimation and then tell the kids you need at least 20 photos or clips or movies. That's just how it is, and to complete your actual project. Now, how you do the 20 photos is up to you, whether they're drawing it or you have photos reuse and you're capturing different parts of the photo. That's really up to you, but there are at least 20 spots on the app for you to fill in with photos or clips. You should have a clear message and make each time you have a special title coming up, make it short and concise, and the movie's quick. It's almost, some of them are about a minute or a little over a minute, but not 2 minutes. So it's very short. Now there is a iMovie trailer planner that you can use. So if I'm gonna go here, you're gonna see how there are, I think about 16 styles of trailers that you can choose from. And this website does a really good job of explaining each one. Like there's a Bollywood, a fairy tale, family. These are all the different styles: retro, romance, superhero. Okay, and then you can also make a copy of your own iMovie trailer planner, so you can do like a storyboard for your iMovie project. Going back. So I have a few samples here for you to see. This is grade 2. Let's go see how this looks like. Here we go. We have a picture. Sorry, this movie is very short and they only needed this one piece. So again, in iMovie, you can do how long or how short, it doesn't matter, but the title, you have that freedom of choice and creativity.
Social distancing.
That's all they needed, and they were gonna put this together in their little book creator that you're gonna see later. And so there's another sample here. This is a third grade project. And they use the trailer. They actually use a book creator, which I'm going to talk about next. But within their book creator, they have a trailer.
Albert Einstein's biography by Lucas. I'm Ricky. I choose Albert Einstein because he is a smart scientist, and I read about him in a book. This is my biography about Albert Einstein. This is where I got my information. HowAGoNext.com.
All right, so I'm going to go back to my slides. And I believe I'm going to go live. So now I'm going to use my iPad to demo iMovie. So let me share my iPad with you. All right, here we go. I am in my iPad and I'm going to use iMovie. So as you start off in iMovie, you go into that plus sign and there it drops. You are going to decide, are you making a movie or are you making a trailer? I'm going to go into trailer for now. And you'll notice how there are these different types of trailers. So I'll just give you a preview of a few of them. This is called Adrenaline. So what you're gonna notice is the sound, the music, the transitions, the titles, those are not, cannot be changed, okay? And I think this is the one you just saw from that third grade student. Coming. I'm gonna stop it. So I'm gonna just pick on, let's see, they're all really good. Okay, so anyways, I'll just tap on Bollywood. And in the corner, it says create. There's a button in the right corner. I'm gonna tap on create. I get to see this online. I usually like to skip this part And the only thing I actually fix is the title where it says Passport to Paradise. So I'm gonna do well, I'm already customizing my movie and we're done. I'm gonna go to storyboard and this is where I can drop pictures and change all of the titles. So everything you see in blue, I can double tap and I can erase it. And you can say um, I can keep going on this until I've done all of it so that it's now mine, my project, and the things I want to say, and I want to make sure my message is clear. Now, when I go and tap on where it says group, I am given choices here. I can drop a photo if you look on the left, or I can drop videos. And you're gonna also see that within this, if you look at the red line, it says 3.6S. That means it's gonna show for 3.6 seconds. So everything is precise and timed, and what you see is what you get. There's no way around changing the amount of time, okay? So yes, I don't have Albert Einstein in here, but I do have a few pictures that I can drop. And it's as simple as you tap it and you say plus, and there it is. Okay, so things that you choose on the left will just drop nicely on the right. So depending on where the red line is, that's where it's gonna go. Plus sign, okay? And you can preview it by pressing, here we go. Let me start there from the beginning. Now here's a tip. They kind of tell you group, action. That's only if you want to follow their template. You're not like, you don't have to follow it. You can have all stills. You can have a mixture of stills and a video. Anyways, I'm just gonna say I'm done. So there's a done button on the left and I can save this. So I'll save it to save video and then it'll land in my photo roll. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning because I wanted to show you the other. So we went into trailer, I wanna show you movie. So this is movie and at the bottom it says to create movie. Let's just say I want this to be there in the movie. I want that to be in the movie. You know, you can pick what you like. And then you can put more, of course. But then at the bottom you say create movie. And now those are the three that I chose. It look like that. And of course, in movie, I can change the time. So I can make this to be shorter or longer. I also can tap the actual picture and play with how I want the audience to see certain things first. So I'm playing with the Ken Burns effect. You can add audio, pick your own music that you have on file. They have a few already for you from their own media file from Apple. And at the bottom, there are some editing features where you can cut by tapping the scissors action. Yeah, and you can cut things. You can add titles. So I believe it did this. That was for the social distancing. So I can write social. Oh, it is white. So pay attention to that because the audience see that. So I'm going to tap it, say edit, and I have a color wheel that I can choose a different color so that my audience can actually see the words. Okay, so it's fairly easy on an iPad. It's super easy actually. And you tap done. You can add music and all of that. Same thing. You would save it, save video, and it lands on your photo roll. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing my iPad. I'm gonna return to my laptop. So I'm back here and let me share my screen again. I'm gonna return to my slide. Here we go. So we have talked about Pebble Go and iMovie. Now let's talk about Book Creator. Book Creator is so awesome. Gonna kind of quickly go through it because I'm running out of time. But Book Creator, there are 3 ways to make Book Creator. You can enjoy it on a free account, but there is limitations, of course. If you have a paid account, then you can collaborate. Now it is user friendly. That's what I love about it. You can app smash anything, everything, and it'll feel like a book, look like a book. It's just beautiful. And then you can also save it as a video. So let me go through the steps to making a book with Book Creator. Start with new book, and then I'll go into the different tools as when I go live on my iPad. And here you can save your book as a book format and you publish it online. Now, there are only 10 links for the iPad. I have a paid account on the iPad, but it's not like a personal or even a teacher account. It's just an app. So I have an app and it's paid for by the school. But with that, because I do not have a teacher account and my students don't have a student account, we are limited to 10 links per iPad. Okay, so with that though, fear not, because you can actually go around that. And what I've done is I've been having the kids export their books as a video and we save it onto either Seesaw or Google Drive and use the share link there so that we can share with anybody and enjoy it with other people, with their parents and so forth. You can also export their books as PDF and print it. It looks fabulous. Here we go. This is the video, so simple. You would just export as video, save video. Again, I'm on an app on the iPad. There is a web version that's free too, and again, with limitations. I prefer using the iPad. There's so much fun things you can do with Book Creator. You are like limited to only your imagination. It's such a fun app to have and user friendly. So this is an example of what I have done during 2020. I noticed that there wasn't anything out there for the younger students to read about RLE. So I went to work and I actually created books for my kids. And when you get this copy of my presentation, you're welcome to use all of these books and read to your students. So I made a Bitmoji library, and you would tap on the book title and it would open up. And so these books I saved using the links. So I used up my 10 links so fast, and it has a feel of a book versus a video. And you can turn the pages. It's so nice. And there's you can have the computer read it, but I don't like the computer sound, so I actually recorded my voice and the kids can tap on it.
King David Kalakaua also traveled to faraway places to encourage people to live in Hawaii and find people to work on the plantation. He went to Asia, Egypt, and Europe.
So that's just one example of the books that I had made. I'm going to go back to my slides. You're welcome to use any of these. And so I'm going to go and show you what kids have made. They too made their own books, but this one we saved it as a video. You can tap on any of these and see how the kids have made their book. Let me see. Again, we saved it on Google Drive so that we could get a share link.
Ocean Creatures by James C. Drita, made March 2021. I was watching Aladdin on Halloween Day.
So that's a nice example of what students have made. Let me go back to my presentation. And I'm going to go and quickly do a demo using my iPad. So now I'm going to get out of here and let me share my screen using my iPad. All right, here we go. So I am on my iPad and I'm going to use Book Creator. There it is, Book Creator. And so when you start, you would go to new book. There's all these formats that you can choose from. My favorite is landscape. If you choose landscape comic, you have more choices of designs and font. It's really, really nice. But I'm just going to keep it simple for now. I'm going to go to the white bear landscape. And then, so now at the top it says cover, that's your navigation. And where it says pages is also your navigation. So I'm going to tap on navigation and pages. And you can see they start you off with 3 pages. And this arrow here on the right lets you get into your book and you can navigate your book that way too. So you're designing your book. I'm going to go to the plus sign. These are all the different tools for your multimedia features to make your book. So many cool stuff. All right. And then the I is your inspector where you can add designs. So let me do that. I have a background. I'm going to plus. I'm going to add the title. Done. And I'm going to inspector and I can make that big. I can make that font different and fancy, however I want it to be. So cute. And I also can make that a different color, you know, and I mean, this is so easy to do. Have fun with it and so forth. And then you can go in and start making your book. I put in Bitmojis in here too. So when you are done, you go to My Books and at the bottom, you would save it and you can save it as a video or publish online, which is going to tell you I've already done my 10 books. Okay, let me get out of here. That was an easy, quick tutorial on Book Creator. And let me stop my sharing. I'm back here and I'm running out of time, I believe. So let me get to my screen, and I'm going to end with a few examples. So let me show it to you. Here we go. So thank you so much for listening to me. We've gone through Pebble Go, iMovie, and Book Creator. So here are some multimedia research samples that I've done with the kids. And this is the one that I did with third grade and their books. If you look, I'm sorry, it's about biographies. And we made these little pockets. It's a 9x12 construction paper. I folded at the bottom to fit the size of the QR code that I got from Seesaw. And then I placed the research notes inside the pocket. So it looks like this. And this I got from Pebble Go. And the kids use Pebble Go to get the facts about their favorite person. They all chose either a scientist or an inventor. And again, they made a little video at the end. And I'm not going to go through that because I'm running out of time. This other example is a multimedia research example. And the kids use Pebble Go again for their facts. And we got, this group had to work on COVID-19, and they noticed this is a PBL project. So they had noticed how their peers are not following the safety procedures, and they wanted to help their peers so that they understand why it's so important to follow safety procedures. So they came up with a video. So this I can share. Again, multimedia, use research, use iMovie and Book Creator. And they did an excellent job putting this together. Here we go.
Aloha, we are the COVID busters. Fact, wear a mask, wash your hands, and social distance to protect from COVID-19.
Fact, use a tissue when sneezing. Wash an apple before eating it. Cover your mouth when coughing. Stay safe.
Fact, germs travel faster than you can see, and that if you touch a phone or things like that, the germs on you come back from the phone.
Facts, when COVID-19 gets in your body, its one goal is to duplicate.
I'm gonna cut it off. You can see how this group has so much fun. There's actually some comedy in it, but I'm running out of time. So when you get this copy of my presentation, you can view it on your own to the end. So I mahalo you. Mahalo for being with me today. And if you have any questions, please email me and have a great day. Aloha.